Well, here we are, week 2 or day 13, and the puppies are all doing really well. As you can see, they've grown quite a lot since last week. So if you look at this black one, if you look over here actually, you can see how they're starting to walk a bit more. But obviously they're not going to perform now, they're just going to go on squeaky squeaky and not walk. So if we look at this one, you can see that their legs have actually beefed up quite a lot. Oh, that one's fallen over. Beefed up quite a lot during the week. The good thing that has happened is, as expected, continue to put on weight. Oh, big yawn there. Putting on over 10% a day. So since birth weight, they've more than tripled in weight, which is obviously very good. And this one's just about had enough, wants to go to sleep. If you look at the paws on this, what we have to do during the week is cut the nails, because as I showed you last week, what they do is they push into their mum to stimulate her to give them more milk. Now with sharp claws, that obviously scratches her, so they have to get their nails clipped back. And some of them slept through it, so obviously it didn't hurt, and other ones screamed like we were trying to kill them. Let me lift up one of the yellow ones. And this is one of the yellow girls. You'll see in this one how the ears are now starting to flop down. They've just eaten, that's why they're a bit sleepy and not really performing for us. Now, you see this easier on the yellow ones. The eyes, oh dear dear dear, the eyes are moving around inside, and to be honest, probably not that far off opening. Certainly by next video, next weekend, the eyes will have opened. Oh, that's just too much. So if we look at this one over here, these are the two girls. Now in terms of the girls, there's no real difference in size and the weight that they've put on. They've both done really well. You see the eyes there. Oh, big yawn. Look at this way, I don't know if you can tell on the video, this one's slightly darker than this one. But other than that, they're both very similar. And it's all just too much to stay awake. Just before we started the video, they were actually all barking. And that's the first time we've heard the majority of them barking. It was really noisy. Normally they're just squeaking at the moment. So I'll put these two back down. So this one is one that I showed you earlier, and that's one of the boys. And let me get... No, don't like that. That's another one of the black boys here. So we'll just move these over. So that's the 3 black boys. And what we've got with the black boys is a larger one, a middle-sized one, and a smaller one. And you can see how even the smallest one is actually starting to push up on all 4 legs now and doing really well. The size they are at the moment doesn't really relate to the size that they are when they'll be fully grown. These two, the big one and the medium one, will probably end up being the same size when they're fully grown. This little one will probably be a smaller one, but all perfectly healthy, as you can see. My daughter's calling this one Oreo. But obviously that's up to you what you call it. He's a little cutie. Then if we look, these are the two black girls. They're very similar as well. One slightly larger than the other, as you can see from here, but not a great deal of difference in size. Look at Oreo there. Small black boy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring Poppy in. You stay there for the moment, Poppy, and you'll see all these puppies come to life and run at mum like they haven't been fed for days and days and days, which isn't the case. Now, as I've said, they've tripled their birth weight, which is bang on target. Very good. We're all very pleased with how they're progressing. They're all doing what they should be doing, and you know, all their eyes should be open certainly by next weekend, and probably will start opening the next couple of days. So you know, the fact that they're eating so much means Poppy here, in you go. Poppy is eating between 3 and 4 times her normal weight. Hey Poppy, you a good girl? Who's that? Who's that? Are you good? Good girl. You're going to lie down. Lie down. Ah, you have to lie the wrong way. So what I'll do is I'll just push Poppy over a bit. There you go. Now this bed that she's lying in, puppy bed, it's a special, it's what's called a vet bed. And what it is, it just helps, you know, get rid of all, or take away the wee and the other messes that happen. Otherwise you'd be having to clean them out every single day. There's like an absorbent pad under this, and that's what takes care of it. So let's move them over. That's the big boy, big black boy. Medium-sized boy. Small boy. The smaller of the two black girls. And larger of the two black girls. And this is one of the yellow girls. You can actually see there the eyes are flickering. Don't know if I mentioned, but you know, the ears are all starting to flop down, so taking on definitely more the appearance of a little beautiful puppy. Okay, and Floppy, this one is yellow boy. Oh, that is just too much. And you know, now if you see here what I said, what they were doing, look at these paws. What they're doing is, on this one here, pushing in against the mum. That's just to stimulate the milk, and what they also do is basically headbutt her. You see what's happening here, and that's just to stimulate the milk. And here we have the last yellow girl. There we go. Oh, I think we're going to get a yawn. No. And that's the slightly lighter coloured one. Just push her in there. And you know, there's no mercy. They just push each other, they climb over each other. See, just digging right in there. A minute ago she was sound asleep, and now she can smell her mum, so that's her just pushing on in. So they're all doing really well. Sorry they're not more awake, or weren't more awake, but that's how it goes. See all the little tails sticking out. This is as quiet as it gets. Let's see if I can just tidy them up a bit. There we go. Okay. So, yellow girl, yellow girl, yellow boy, black boy, black boy, black boy, black girl, and one hiding under here, another black girl. See what I mean? So I'll just take them off one last time, show you what's what, and that'll be it for this week. Oh, not one to let go. That's a little yellow boy. I say little, he's certainly not little. Okay, and oh, don't want to come off. Black girl. Definitely don't want to come off. That's the two black girls. Okay. This one's got his head stuck right underneath and is just, oh, there we go. Now remember what I said? Even though this guy's the smallest, he's right in there. So that's a little black boy. Another black boy. And the big black boy. And by the way, I don't think they'll be thanking me for pulling them off. And the two yellow girls. Okay. There we go. I'll just let them get fighting back in there. And that's what they do. As I say, their life is just one constant dinner. Dinner and sleeping. And see how they're really pushing up now on their legs. I'm getting a lot more strength there. So okay, I'll send another one out next weekend.